We'll see how a school in Gilbert took on the project of a lifetime and made a replica of the world's first computer. And we're talking to the stars of the CW's hit show Wild Cards, just in time for the season 3 premiere, which is tonight. Plus, we'll talk to a local author whose experience as a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader inspired her new book. We've got that and much more, and it all starts right now. Good morning and welcome to the Arizona Daily Mix. I'm Teresa Strasser. Thank you so much for joining us here on CW7 Arizona. Brad is out and about today. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Teresa. And I'll tell you right now, are you ready to savor the savings thanks to Jackson Hewitt's Brew? They've made a little stop here at the Walmart in North Scottsdale. They got a couple other stops. I'm going to tell you about that and how they're going to help you make sure that you are getting back what you need in your taxes and taking care of you. And they got coffee for you too. So it's chilly out here, but I'll tell you right now, it will be warm in your heart and your tummy thanks to Jackson Hewitt.
Thank you so much. We're going to check back in with Brad in a moment while he's savoring the savings. Meanwhile, students at PS Academy Arizona in Gilbert, Arizona are making computer history. This year, the school, which serves neurodiverse students, completed a full-scale replica of ENIAC, the world's first electronic computer. Take a look.
So what's so significant about our ENIAC project is that right now this is the first time in over 70 years that the ENIAC computer, the world's first electronic computer, first time in 70 years that it will be available to tour in its entirety as it was originally created. So we feel we are actually making history. This is a student-led project. The students did all the research. We had access to patent drawings, archival photos. They planned it, designed it, built it, researched it. This is fully their work. Students have gained some significant skill sets from this. There was the use of laser cutters and hand tools and power tools and technical research in terms of a project. This touched every aspect of STEAM.
I think that I couldn't have had a better instructor. He's very supportive. He's always there. He lets us take breaks if we get overwhelmed, and he listens. He's also very good at giving instructions, and if you don't understand it the first time, explaining it more in depth.
Not only did we build it to full scale, the machine is fully lit. It has a soundtrack. We researched the original Transformers, the relay clicks. So this is a very immersive experience, and it truly allows people to step back in time to the very beginnings of computers. We knew the project was going to be big. It was going to get big and be big. We are in touch with the children and the grandchildren of the original creators of the machine. They've given us encouraging emails. We were contacted by the senior curator of the Computer History Museum. We just didn't anticipate that it would ever blow up on a scale like this.
The fact that so many people in the media want to see our project, the project of rebuilding ENIAC itself, it's just amazing. A simple school project has attracted the attention of probably a couple hundred people, which just means a lot.
I'm really happy that family members and stuff have gotten involved. This is really big, and I think it has a really big impact, and it's always good to look back on the improvements and how far we've come.
The amazing thing is when they started this project, they were largely aware of the scale of it and what we were going to be doing. But as it became bigger and bigger and bigger, and people were interested in their work and seeing their work and complimenting their work, it was an incredible boost in capability and self-confidence and self-esteem, and it just got so much bigger and better than we could have ever imagined. And to see that translate in a very real way to the students, it's just been magical.
I've been studying the ENIAC for about 10 years, and the whole machine has not been in one piece since 1955. I never really thought I would be able to see the full physical scale of this machine, and being able to come in here and see it like this it's something I really never expected to see. It's just, it really is impressive what they have done. This machine is where we learned how to build and program computers. It provided the foundation for many of the techniques that we still use today. This is the thing that, if you trace its lineage, gets you to your cell phone.
We weren't just doing it for us, we were doing it because it is directly tied to history. ENIAC may not sound that important, but believe me, it is very, very important, because without ENIAC, none of these cameras or phones would even exist in the first place.
I've been involved in a long distance way to kind of help and consult a little bit as it's gone on, and I've wanted to see the results. And here I am from Philadelphia, where the ENIAC was created, to where it's been recreated here in Arizona. The real ENIAC, even in wartime, with full-time people building it, it was about a 2.5-year project. These students have done this in just a few months. One switch at a time, one image of a vacuum tube at a time. The scale of this just has blown my mind through the entire process.
A little bit later in the show, we'll talk to the author of 5-Year Millionaire about how everyone can achieve financial success. But first, we'll get a preview of the new season of Wild Cards, which premieres tonight right here on CW7 Arizona.
We're so glad that you're watching CW7 Arizona today. Be sure to check us out online as well. See the trending stories that you need to know, program information, and so much more. It's all good over on CW7AZ.com.
On the CW, Wild Cards has become a standout drama blending wit, crime, and heart. Today, we're joined by the stars of the show, Giacomo Gianotti and Vanessa Morgan, to talk about bringing an unexpected crime duo to life and what to expect from season 3. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, before we launch into season 3, can you just give a brief overview? Who are your characters and what brought them together initially?
Okay, that's a great question. So I play a detective, and Vanessa plays a con artist. And originally in the first episode, she's arrested for a con that she's pulling, and I'm asked to take her in. And that's where we first meet, and that's where our connection sort of first starts.
Well, the audiences love your connection and your chemistry. Bring us up to date. What can we expect from season 3, and where did season 2 leave off?
Season 2 left off with the sort of wrapping up of my brother's murder, which was a very intense, dramatic episode. And I, at the end of it, invite her character to kind of go down south with me on my boat. And before she can return to come on the boat, her mother shows up at her doorstep, her long-lost mother that's been missing for 15 years. So that was a big cliffhanger that we ended on in season 2.
Well, let's talk about Max's mom.
Look like a bullet.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a shock for Max. And obviously, as he said, I didn't meet Giacomo on the boat, Ellis on the boat. And now I have to face that my mom is actually alive and she's not dead. Max thought she's been dead for 15 years.
This is a crazy plot twist for you.
What's the crisis here?
Yeah,
Such a big
crazy.
guy in such tiny shorts.
What are some of your favorite episodes from season 3 that we're going to see?
Mom? It's me. Everything.
The first 2 are really great. Like right out the start, we start with a sort of, if you're a fan of our show and you watch our show, you know that each episode is based on a different famous film or TV show. So the first one is Color of Money. So it's all in these like dark pool halls, like underground pool world and pool betting and hustling and all that kind of stuff. So that's a really fun one. And then the second episode is a really big favorite of Vanessa and I's and our whole cast and crew, which was it's a boy band episode. So we play in the world of the 2000s era boy band craze, and it's a lot of fun. It's very funny, and I think the fans are really gonna love those.
Well, I'm going to put you on the spot. Favorite boy band or favorite boy band song? Go.
Oh, I want it that way. That's called that, right?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, Boys to Men, Backstreet Boys. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Excellent answers. Let's talk about Jonesy the cat. I'm not sure what breed Jonesy is, but Jonesy's been called ugly cute.
He is. That's exactly what he is.
I
What can he
believe it's called a Devon Rex
Yes.
for anyone who.
Wow.
But yeah, I wasn't a cat guy, but I've certainly enjoyed working with him. The breed is just very like docile and fun and silly, and yeah, he's great. And the audience has totally fallen in love with him, so I'm happy.
And he has such big eyes, like the crazy eyes.
I know. That's what makes him ugly cute.
Exactly.
Well, have you guys always had a great connection since you met? Because it's so much fun to watch you together on screen.
Yeah, it's not really something you can kind of manufacture. You either meet someone and you click or you don't. And I think we've been just very lucky that from when we met, we clicked. We have a good time. We have a lot of fun at work. We hope that shows and translates on screen. We laugh a lot on set. Our show doesn't take itself too seriously. We try to come to work every day and make people laugh. So we're very fortunate.
Yeah, very lucky.
Yates has been.
Well, we're really looking forward to season 3. How is it doing these long press days together where you have to answer the same questions over and over? Be honest.
You know what? We work because Giacomo really gets me in the way where like he usually takes the hard questions. He does, and then because he knows I don't like doing the recaps. I don't like doing the recaps. He's really good at it, so he does it. So it works. Other than getting up at 3:30 in the morning, it hasn't been that bad.
Yeah.
Listen, I know that I came at you with the hard boy band, hitting you with the gotcha journalism questions.
Yeah, I like those kind of questions.
Yeah, but she was ready with I Want It That Way. And let's face it, that is the greatest boy band song of all time.
Good one.
I love
Very
it.
good one.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great to meet you guys. Cannot wait for season 3 to premiere tonight. Thank you so much. Do not forget to tune in. The season 3 premiere of Wild Cards is happening tonight at 7 p.m. right here on CW7 Arizona. Coming up, are you looking to prioritize your financial wellness in the new year? We've got tips. That's coming up next. If your New Year goals include feeling better about your money, this is for you. Jason Brown, stock market expert at thebrownreport.com and author of 5-Year Millionaire, joins us with smart ways to reset, reinvest, and build long-term financial stability in 2026. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so where should people start?
Yeah, so when they look at the new year, everyone wants to hit the reset button as if it's just you push it and everything changes for you. But you have to think about what are you hitting reset on when it comes to your finances. And a lot of times people think that they're hitting reset on making more money, but really I want people to think about how do they set reset on the habits that got them either the success that they wanted or lack thereof going into the new year when they look at their finances.
Because it's really about daily habits. That's what leads to long-term wealth, right?
Absolutely. And so daily habits either lead to long-term wealth or they also could lead to long-term poverty, right? So you don't just wake up and be $1,000 in debt. You also don't wake up and have a $1,000, $2,000 investment account. It's your habits of saying, I am going to put $200, $300 away out of my paycheck to build that investment account. But there's also your habits of saying $20 at Chipotle, $50 on Amazon. It also takes you further and further away from your goal. So daily habits is really the reset button that you're really looking to push the button on and say, what am I doing that led me to the success or lack thereof in my finances?
And I like how you write about a mindset. So if you're going out on a Friday night and you're going to go to Chipotle and spend your $25 and then you're maybe going to go out and spend $75, how can you resist something that you want right now for something that you want in the long term? Like, what helps you to keep your focus on your long-term goal?
Yeah, so I think it's all about planning. I'm not the person that says don't drink Starbucks or don't eat at your favorite restaurant because
I love my Starbies.
We're here to live, right?
Thank
and
you.
so you don't want to neglect yourself because then you're like, well, what am I working so hard for? But it's all about planning. So do I have a budget set aside to go out and eat, go out on a date, go out to that nightclub, drink that Starbucks? Just like, do I also have a budget or a plan to invest? Because if you think about where the economy is going with inflation, there's no you almost need to invest just to bridge the gap between your wages and inflation and where you want to be. And so investing is no longer just something optional. It's something that we all have to be intentional about. But it's all about just having a plan, not restricting yourself, but planning it so that you know, I can have 2-3 dates out, I can have 2-3-4 coffees, and that's well within the budget.
And then you enjoy it more because you think, okay, well, I budgeted for this $17 Starbucks, so I'm going to enjoy it, right? I'm not just like sneaking it, but I feel like people resist budgeting, and by people, I mean me. Why?
So I think it gives when I think about that, I say, in my head, I thought it gives a new meaning to drink responsibly,
Yeah,
right?
true.
Because you're responsibly
Yeah.
planning to buy that drink.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are resistant to budgeting because the thought process is, this is limiting, this is restricting me. But if you switch the mindset to say, no, this is giving me the freedom so that I can do it and not feel guilty about it. And we haven't really been taught to budget, let's be fair, right? We've been taught, borrow some money, figure out how to pay for it later. Ever since we think about college, then your first college credit card, we've always been taught to mortgage our future and start making payments on it. And what we've never really been taught, how do we start to budget and plan for that future right now so that we're not paying for it so much later, or paying for it with interest, I should say.
You're right. We aren't taught the very basics of financial well-being, like what is accruing interest? What does it mean to buy a shirt for $80 on your credit card at 23% interest, and then you're paying $337 for the stupid shirt?
Exactly. Or if you think about auto insurance, you know, I remember when I looked at my auto insurance, this is one that a lot of people may or may not be able to relate to. If they think about it, though, my auto insurance, I typically do a $1,000 deductible, but most people take the $500 deductible. Typically, you could save anywhere from, may say, $25 a month, maybe. So if you look at that, that's $250 a year. If you don't get in an accident in 2 years, you have that extra $500 to pay the $1,000 deductible. So it really brings you back down to a $500 deductible. But every year past two that you're not in an accident, you're actually paying yourself an extra $250 that could go to Starbucks, could go to investing, could go to whatever you want. So those are just things we're not really taught. We're just taught, go with the lowest number, don't really look at the big picture, and you know, that's fine. But when we really start to think, how can we be better with our money, it's really asking those questions about how can I do this better in every area of my life.
Well, here's a good first investment tip. Invest in the book. Where can people find it?
People can find the book 5 Year Millionaire everywhere books are sold, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, pretty much everywhere books are sold, where I talk about how it's possible to become a millionaire within 5 years investing in the stock market.
Thank you so much. 5 Year Millionaire. Invest in it today. Jason Brown, great talking to you. Coming up, we'll get the top wellness must-haves for the new year. That's next. Welcome to the second half of the Arizona Daily Mix. There is still a lot more to come on the show this morning. Food insecurity affects more Valley families than you might realize. Here's a look at how St. Mary's Food Bank is stepping up to support our community.
You know, St. Mary's Food Bank is the largest food bank in Arizona, the largest nonprofit in Arizona. We're actually the world's first food bank. We've been around for 58 years, and we provided more than 1.5 billion pounds of food to the hungry of Arizona. And on a daily basis, we provide about 300,000 meals a day. You know, we can really use hands. The holidays are coming up. Even once the holidays are over, the number of volunteers really drops off. So if you have a few hours, or if you have a day or two, you can come down. You know, we have box packing shifts 2 times a day, 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. They last about 2 hours. Across the street, we feed about 1,000 families a day that need to have cars loaded. Or if you're part of a group, a club, an organization, we have the availability. We have about 250 employees at St. Mary's Food Bank. There's no way that we could do what we do if without for the volunteers. They really double the size of our workforce and help us pack these food boxes that we pack about 100,000 food boxes a month. The emergency food boxes that we pack on a daily basis, there's about a 3 to 4 day supply of food for a family of 4. It has rice, beans, pasta, canned vegetables, canned fruits, peanut butter. And then we take that box and we add grocery rescue. We rescue food from about 300 different grocery stores around the valley and around the state, things that are getting near the end of their shelf life. So we'll take these food boxes, we'll add things like milk, eggs, meat, frozen food, fresh fruits and vegetables. And we'll put together a basket of about $75 to $80 worth of groceries that we can give to families. So during the holiday season, not only do we do our normal distributions, we also have 700 agency partners across the valley that we provide most, if not all, of their food. Then during the holiday season, the 2 weeks leading up to Thanksgiving, we distribute about 20,000 turkeys, 20,000 food boxes, and 20,000 fruit and vegetable bags. And we hand them out the week before. So we provide a full Thanksgiving meal for over 100,000 people by the time that we're done. We get about 50% of our donations in the month of November and December. We also see about 40% of our volunteering during that time. So we appreciate them folks coming out. If you can't help with your hands and you can't donate food, which is also fantastic, if you want to do a food drive for us, you can also make a monetary donation. Every dollar we receive at the food bank provides 5 meals into the community. You can go to our website at stmarysfoodbank.org and make an easy donation that way. If you need help, it's very important. Go to our website at St. Mary's Food Bank or give us a call at 602-242-FOOD. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be worried. We'll walk you through the process.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Brooke Young.
Let's kick 2026 off on the right foot. Brad recently talked with lifestyle expert Brooke Young about her top New Year, New You must-haves and essentials.
Good morning, Brooke. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful, Brad. How are you? I love to see you.
Oh, I love seeing you because you always have these great ideas for taking care of my thirst, my snacks, and of course, soup, what I love. So let's start with the cool, refreshing drink, tea.
You know it. So New Year, New You means I'm recommitting to my health and wellness goals for 2026. And Tajava is my absolute guilt-free staple. Tajava, the unsweetened tea, has no calories, no sugar, and no added preservatives. Just a refreshing, authentic tea taste, like you brewed it yourself. Tajava is a great choice if you're participating in Dry January or if you're just looking for a delicious no-sugar beverage to support your healthy lifestyle goals. Tajava comes in a variety of flavors and sizes, and these 1-liter bottles are perfect for putting on the table and replacing that bottle of wine or soda. Retails for $2.49, and they can be found online at Amazon.com and Tajava.com, as well as in-store at Safeway, Walmart, Albertsons, and Sprouts.
Oh, I like that. All right, I have to go do some shopping for that. Okay, this is what I like about you too, Brooke, is that you always find something that I've never seen or tasted before. So tell me about these crackers.
That's probably because I'm gluten-free, Brad. So as somebody that is celiac disease, I'm always looking for something that is a better for me alternative in my diet. So I love Mary's Gone crackers. They're the #1 organic gluten-free cracker. They're deliciously crunchy, nutrient-packed, and they're the perfect healthy snacking option. Sturdy and crisp, you can layer fresh toppings on these, and their bold, nutty flavor shines as the ultimate dipper. It's going to make every dip or creamy spread taste even better. They're guilt-free and craveable, and these crackers are certified organic, gluten-free, kosher, and non-GMO. Pricing at $4.59, and to learn more and shop, you can head on over to marysgonecrackers.com.
All right. Some great healthy dipping crackers. That's perfect. That would go great with my favorite go-to meal. I call it a meal. People are like, well, it's maybe an appetizer or something like that, but no, it's a full-fledged meal. That is soup. I can eat soup all year round.
I love soup, so I'm always cold. That's one little quirk about me. And soup is one of my favorite meals. I agree with you. It's a meal. And Brad, January is National Soup Month, and there is nothing better than a warm, tasty pick-me-up during the colder weather. And now there's a healthy option we can all enjoy. Long Weekend is a new line of premium instant soups that features 4 on-trend flavors: carrot ginger, Thai coconut curry, tomato bisque, and my favorite, minestrone. These are my go-to for busy days. They're made with non-GMO ingredients and no artificial flavors, colors, preservatives, or added sugars. These retail for about $4.99, and they're available at grocers nationwide. They're also available at Amazon, Walmart.com, or you can shop them directly on eatlongweekend.com.
Brooke, you got me taken care of going into the new year. New me, healthy, delicious. Where can we find more information?
You can head on over to my Instagram at Brooke Elise Young.
Perfect. Brooks, thanks for joining us this morning.
Yes, thank you for having me.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Brooke Young.
Coming up, Brad is helping us get an early start on our taxes, so we're not waiting until the last minute. That's coming up next.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services.
Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. We are talking tax season, and what better than a nice, warm, hot cup of coffee to get your heart going and excited to sit down and talk taxes. And Lee, this is really great where you guys have this cool coffee butts going around to savor the savings, you can say. Which is really cool. Let's talk about this campaign, because this is getting people to pretty much sit down and talk taxes.
Yes, it's great. So the Jackson Hewitt Brewitt truck is traveling the country. It started on the West Coast, and we're the next stop over. They're going to continue across the country, providing free coffee and free tax tips. So you can't go wrong, right?
And you stopped off at the Walmarts because you have an easy way for people to stop in and see you.
We are in the majority of the Walmart locations with a kiosk. We also have our own storefronts as well. So today we're at Northside Walmart, and tomorrow the truck will be at 51st Avenue and Indian School Walmart. Again, free coffee, free tax tips, swag. It's all there.
You said something very important, that's the tax tips. That is something that you want people to come in and sit down and talk. We were talking before we came on about how people talk to their neighbors, talk to their friends. They go to Google for all these tax kind of info, which might not be the best idea to do. Come see the tax people.
I think that's great. Search engines are a great tool, but let's make sure that you're clicking on the reliable link, like the IRS website or the Jackson Hewitt website. We have a great Q&A on our website, easy to navigate. And the IRS, I know people are scared of the IRS, but there's actually a ton of information there. They even have a YouTube channel for instructions.
Well, what I love about Jackson Hewitt is that you're here for them to come in and talk to, because you've given a lot of people some great tax tips, but also help people save money and get money back.
Absolutely. It's all about being organized at the beginning of tax season. The IRS opened today officially. We've been doing some testing with them, so their system is ready to go. Doesn't mean they're producing refunds yet, but we want to get in that line and make sure our folks are getting their refunds. So we want to get them organized. And we've talked about organizing, and it's always great to have a destination as those items come in the door, so that you have a place to put those envelopes, that you're not fishing around for them later in the season. I have a drawer in my office. It's all going in there right now because heaven knows my tax return's not going to get filed anytime soon. But digitally, everybody gets stuff digitally now too. So make sure you got your username and logons all ready to go. Jackson Hewitt has a great way to gather documents securely. We have document exchange. I'd send you a link and you just upload your information to me. Very secure. Hopefully people can avoid emailing their documents. Not a good way anymore.
I like it. All right, let's talk about this great way for people to also come and have some fun here by getting some hot coffee, iced coffee, cold brew, all kinds of stuff.
Glitter coffee.
There it is. I love it. And then they have a chance of winning some prizes too, especially with our, as we call it, bean counting. Get it? Bean counting. This is pretty cool.
Yes.
But when you step up here, you hit the QR code, you go to their site, and you get to guess how many beans are here in the case, and then you have an opportunity of winning $100.
$100 Walmart card, yes.
I like it. And then the social media campaign's pretty cool because who doesn't want a new pair of jeans to put all their savings in? This is pretty neat.
Definitely. So refund jeans. And we have our model here today. He's showing those. Lots of pockets for those big refunds you're going to get. You're going to stuff it with cash. And people can enter on Instagram and follow and comment on Instagram and gain entry to the sweepstakes.
I like it. Then you have the wheel to spin, which is really cool that you can get some different little prizes.
The wheel to spin and lots of great swag to be had over there. And the coffee mugs are awesome, and swag bags and all kinds of great stuff that they can do. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's remind people how long you're going to be here at the Walmart in North Scottsdale.
Today we're here officially serving coffee from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Perfect. And then again, you can go to the website and find out where they're making other stops, not just here in the Phoenix area. They're going to be going to Casa Grande. They're going to be going to a couple of different areas around Arizona, so you got to check them out. But always find out where you can stop in and savor the savings with Jackson Hewitt at one of their amazing kiosks at one of the Walmarts or around the valley.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services.
Coming up, we'll meet a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader turned author and hear all about her new book. America is officially back in its Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders era thanks to the Netflix docuseries, and now one former DCC has turned that world into a murder mystery. Please welcome author of The Cheerleader, Marina Evans. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
This is so exciting for me because I'm obsessed with the docuseries. I love everything DCC, and you're a local. You went to Xavier.
Yes.
And how do you end up auditioning for the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders?
I went to a school at SMU in Dallas, and a girl got on the elevator in my dorm and she was wearing the DCC warm-up jacket. And I asked her and she said, you know, auditions are next week. And I had a dance background, so I tried out on a whim. And I didn't tell anyone I was trying out in case I didn't make it. But I ended up, cheering for a year on the squad. It was the best time of my life.
So you had been a ballet dancer before that?
Yes, yes.
How was it to cheer when you know pliés and tendus?
I did a little bit of jazz and tap, so that helped, but I was kind of known as the ballerina on the squad, so I did have to change my style of dancing a little bit, yeah.
And in the series, you see a lot of their lives are controlled. How they look, their hair, their makeup, every little detail. Did you have that experience?
Yes. So you're sort of chosen for a specific look. You know, if you have a side ponytail, you keep the side ponytail the whole season. Or if you they don't want to change your hair color or your makeup. So that part is very controlled. But I think beauty it was interesting because they chose you for a certain look and they saw beauty in you in a specific way. Mm-hmm. Wanted you to keep it.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. What they see in you, they want that every game that you are cheering, every public appearance, everything.
Yes.
What made you turn the experience into this book? And I gotta say, congratulations. Just a little bit from your review in Publishers Weekly. Evans paints a fascinating portrait of the cheerleaders' grueling practice schedule and tightly restricted personal lives.
Yes. So I think readers are going to read it contextually, and although no murders happened on my squad.
Oh, that's good.
No, yeah.
That's good.
But I'm sort of a true crime buff, so I'm a thriller writer. I do want to have a murder mystery within the story, but I did want to bring the reader into what it's like to put the uniform on and practice and perform on the field. So I think that authenticity shines through in the book, even though it's fictional.
Did you ever have a mishap during a game, like you missed a step, you missed a cue?
Yes, I hate to admit it, because I watch them now and they're so perfect, and the dance level is so extraordinary. But yeah, I was sort of the one that had to beef up my energy and try to keep up. So we didn't have to do the jump splits then. I don't know.
Oh.
That would be really tough.
Okay,
yeah.
We were talking about this morning. Of course, if you've seen the docuseries, you know that Thunderstruck is the big number. Everyone expects that, and it has those jump splits.
Yes.
But they didn't institute that until after your time. But you did work with Judy Trammell, who choreographed that.
Yes, she was my assistant choreographer, and Kelly Finglass was known as Kelly McGonigal back then. She was on my squad at the same year, so I cheered with her also.
If you watch the docuseries, it seems like there's a sisterhood and it's for life.
Absolutely. I'm still friends with a bunch of the girls, and I hate to say it because it sounds boring, but there was no backstabbing. We all got along. We were also thrilled and honored to be part of this squad. I think that bonded us for sure.
Well, you talk about backstabbing. In your book, there might be literal stabbing because there's crime. Marina Evans, you've combined two of my favorite things in pop culture right now: Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and true crime. This is such a brilliant idea, and it's getting a lot of praise from critics. The cheerleader, Marina Evans, thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure.
Oh, it's very exciting. Thank you.
Stick around. We'll be right back with more from the Arizona Daily Mix. And of course, your At Perception, the menu changes with the seasons, the ingredients lead the way, and nothing is done the usual way. Brad shows us how they're rethinking the dining experience.
If you're traveling down Central, you might look over and see a sign that says Perception. And you're like, what's Perception? Well, Perception is an amazing restaurant. Chef here is letting us know that this all started with this beautiful wood-burning oven right here. Tell me a little about that.
Yeah, thank you. That's very sweet of you. So my wife and I quit our jobs. We found this old World War II military trailer, built a wood-fired oven on the back of it. We started doing pop-up dinner parties, catered events, and selling at a farmer's market.
Okay, the name. Why the name and the way it's spelled?
Perception, true definition, is utilizing the senses to become aware. In our case, become aware that you can eat locally, organically, sustainably. The phonetical spelling, we thought it would grab people's attention. Little did we know it'd be harder to pronounce than the actual saying, so we kind of shot our foot on that one. But we get everything from persuasion to Persephone, Persamson, we get it all.
What's great about it is that people keep coming back no matter what because of the food and what you do. And you said something very important, that is Arizona grown to table, making it fresh and delicious. And that is one thing that you really pride yourself on.
Yes, sir. We get whole animals from local organic pastures. We bring in the entire animal. We go cut by cut on our menu. We use only local organic produce, right now over 30 farms throughout Arizona. So our menu changes every Friday, depending on the cut of the animal we're progressing through and what the farms have available.
And what's really neat is the way you actually prepare those meats. It's not just going in and getting it store-bought and just putting it on the table. There's a lot of process into it.
There is, and we utilize every part of every animal, every part of every vegetable, and make every single thing from scratch all the way to our ketchup and mustard. So if you have a roast beef on our menu, we made the roast beef. If you're enjoying some salumi or prosciutto, it's because we did that here in-house. We didn't purchase a prepackaged processed ingredient. We made everything here.
One thing I love is that you change the menu all the time. Right now, what's the food we're looking at right now on the table?
Oh, we've got lots of peaches, peach everything, and this is just a taste of the peaches we have. So we've got bourbon braised peaches with bourbon gelato, oat walnut crumble. We have a peach cocktail. It's a vacuum sealed peach with bourbon, cinnamon reduction, lavender, pink peppercorn. Fantastic, like a Capri Dad, not a Capri Sun. The dad of the Capri Sun.
And the sandwich?
The sandwich, this is our riff on a French dip. It's called a pig dip. A local Iberico, ciabatta, dill pickled onion, peach preserve, caramelized onion aioli. And for dipping, we've got a bourbon jus.
Oh man, so delicious. And again, the menu changes, and the reason why is that you want people to actually taste the food. You want them to enjoy, and the way it is having that fresh meal. So you're open Thursdays to Sundays, but Fridays, what happens?
Fridays we change the menu, so it's a new ride. Hang on, buckle up.
I like it, and the big part I love is that the tables are long because you want family style here.
Yeah,
even if you're strangers.
That's right. We want to bring people together to break bread together. The intent is to enjoy food as a family.
There it is. It's Perception,
spelled phonetically.
Right here.
Confusing for most.
On Central. You got to check it out. And where can they find reservations and information?
On our website, or call us directly. We're old school. I'll pick up the phone. I'll put you down. I'll cook for you. I'll serve you. Everything you want. Thank you.
I got the name right a couple of times there, right?
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Best Reviews.
The best home and personal care products for 2026 aren't just smart, they're also affordable. From cleaner air to healthier meals and lower energy bills, these innovations are designed to improve your everyday life without breaking your budget. Ashley Howard and Alyssa Bergamini are standing by with the best products at the best prices in this week's Epic Discounts from consumer resource bestreviews.com.
Welcome to Epic Discounts by bestreviews.com. I'm Alyssa Bergamini.
And I'm Ashley Howard. Scan the QR code on your screen to get ready to save big. Today, we've got 4 amazing home essentials, each designed to make life easier, healthier, and more convenient. First up, breathe easier with this powerful air purifier for home.
Perfect for bedrooms or large rooms up to 2,300 square feet. It features a washable pre-filter and true HEPA filtration to capture dust, pet hair, and allergens. With sleep mode and an air quality control monitor, it automatically adjusts so you enjoy fresh, clean air all day and all night long.
Whether you have pets or just want a healthier home, this upgraded air cleaner makes a noticeable difference automatically. Now, one of my faves, make your home smarter and more comfortable with the Google Nest thermostat. I love this product.
And this smart programmable Wi-Fi thermostat, well, it learns your schedule and saves energy while keeping your home exactly the temperature that you want it at.
You can control it from anywhere on your phone and enjoy personalized settings that take the guesswork out of heating and cooling. Sleek, modern, and efficient. It's the ultimate upgrade for any home. Next, juice your way to wellness with this cold presser.
Its large feed chute lets you toss in whole fruits and vegetables with no chopping required. This juicer delivers a 99% juice yield, giving you more nutrition in every single glass. It's easy to clean, BPA-free, and perfect for those busy mornings, snacks, or homemade juice, really anytime that you want. Fresh, nutrient-packed juice, it has never been this simple.
Finally, bring the buffet home with this triple slow cooker buffet server with 3 1.5 quart pots, each with individual temperature control.
I know my sister, she's gonna love this product. Every set includes lid rests, spoons, and liners for effortless cleanup. This slow cooker set makes serving a crowd easy, convenient, and oh so delicious.
All right, let's take one last look at these must-have 4 products that make your home healthier, smarter, and more enjoyable.
That is right. Don't wait. Grab yours today. Head to epicdiscounts.com or just scan that QR code to scan, shop, and save with Epic Discounts by Best Reviews.
Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar. You can find more on the products and where to buy them on our website, cw7az.com.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Best Reviews.
Just wanted to let you know Marina Evans, author of The Cheerleader, will be signing books tonight at the Poison Pen. That's in Old Town Scottsdale. So go check it out, Marina Evans, The Cheerleader. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. Tomorrow on the show, we'll get the scoop on college testing. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.
Content segments on the Arizona Daily Mix were paid for by Brooke Young, Best Reviews, and Jackson Hewitt Tax Services.